right, I think we are live. I'm hoping. hoping. If you can see me live, say hello in the comments or give me a, I don't know, one of those little likes or other emotion response things, whatever they're called. Emojis? Is that what they're supposed to be called? Yeah, I think that's what they're supposed to be called. I hope you're doing super well today, friends. I just thought I'd pop in here and share a little bit about something that I've been thinking about the last couple days. I've had a couple people asking me about healthy eating and healthy living and those kinds of things. And so I just thought I'd pop in here and share some quick tips on how to cut caffeine and sugar out of your diet so that you can feel more alive and you can really thrive, right? Because I know so many people who say that they're so run down, their energy is depleted, and it's rough, right? But there's some really simple things that we can do. And one of those things is to drink water. We know that most people are dehydrated. That's kind of a fact. Most people are walking around dehydrated. And it's oftentimes because they're drinking other things that aren't necessarily water. Which doesn't mean that we can't ever drink things that aren't water. Don't get me wrong. I love kombucha. I love tea here and there or something like that. But making sure you're getting enough water, and electrolytes can really help with that energy too. So that's a nice pro tip, having a natural way of adding electrolytes to your water. If you need tips on that, I have some of that in Abundant Life Community, which I think I put a link in the description, so check that out if you're interested. Second way is to move your body more. I know that a lot of us, especially when we're working from home, kind of have that sedentary lifestyle, sitting in front of the computer type of thing going on these days. So if you can get up and move your body, even just taking a lap or two around the house every little bit really can help with that. I personally take 2 walks a day with the dogs, and that is super helpful for me. And it gets your heart rate up, it gets your blood flowing, which can really help with that energy as well. So move your body a little bit, right, friends? And that can help you resist some of those cravings, to have a different routine and a different habit to replace some of those other things with, right? Another thing that can really help with that is to have a better sleep routine. Because I know that so many people, I know me included, when this whole pandemic started, I was like, I really am struggling to have my sleep routine back into normal, right? If I don't have somewhere I necessarily have to get up and go to, it's really hard for me to actually, super stay in my sleep routine. But after a couple months, I really got back into that, and I have some really great tips, actually. Oh, I should put the blog post link in the comments, because that'd be helpful for some of you guys, I bet. But I have some really helpful tips. There's why sleep is so foundational for wellness in the blog post. I'm going to post in the comments. If you can see that, just give it a like or something so I can tell that it went through. But that can also leads to, you can sign up for some sleep tips. I have, I think, 11 sleep tips that have helped me because I used to super struggle with sleep. So that's something I'm really can help you with if you happen to struggle with sleep like I used to, because that was no fun and obviously depletes your energy, so then you want to turn to other things, right? So I get that. And then the last thing is to replace some of those things like caffeine and sugar with things that are going to fuel your body that don't have those things, right? So some of the things that could include that are antioxidant-rich foods and drinks, antioxidant-rich foods and drinks, as well as things that are in general anti-inflammatory. And that can help our body's response to losing those other things that it was so used to, can really help it respond in a way that fuels our body and supports it in the way that it actually needs, rather than giving it quick, fast energy that doesn't really support the needs that it has, but just makes us kind of feel good for a little while, right? So some of these areas can really help with those crashes. You won't have some of those crashes anymore. You will. I think you're making an appearance in my video. I don't know. I thought I saw her little face in the video, but tell me if I'm wrong, right? Sorry, distracted moment there. I was talking about antioxidant-rich foods. Yes, I was. So that can be super duper helpful. So I have a lot of recipe ideas for anti-inflammatory foods and antioxidant-rich foods in Abundant Life Community. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, pop in there, and I'd be happy to share more of that with you. And I'm actually doing a natural energy challenge in the middle of April. We're going to be starting. So I'd love to tell you a little bit more about that if you're super interested in the details for that. I'm going to be posting in the Abundant Life community group. That way people who aren't interested in it, wow, sorry about the distraction. They are having fun. That way people who aren't interested in it, no big deal. They don't need to see all that information. But those of you who are interested in it, you can get all the details in there. I'd be happy to let you know a little bit more about that. So either message me and ask me about the details for that, or pop into the Abundant Life community group, and we'd love to have you join us for our Natural Energy Challenge. So with that, I'll let you go. I need to go get supper started. So have a blessed day and the best evening, you guys.